So like what an incredible event, right? I so love working with people on
Yeah.
their businesses and like how they start to open up and get really enrolled in their business and the passion that comes through, right?
It was actually quite touching. I got a little at the end of sorry, just by the way, if you're wondering what we're talking about, we just finished a three-day
Live
live virtual event in our new studio, by the way,
Yeah.
which is we're kind of you're looking at what we're looking at, right? Except that there's more screens in it now. But we just literally just finished, and we like to always do like a little debrief. We just sent out a thank you video to everybody who attended, and so we like to do a little debrief.
But I think the amazing thing is that like people really start to engage, enroll, and really get emotional about what they're doing and why they're doing it, and really start getting excited again about their business. And it's so easy as entrepreneurs to get stuck and be frustrated and have anxiety, but going through this and watching people really light up about what their mission is so exciting.
I found it so inspiring because there was actually, by the way, we invited a few people that we really knew were actually struggling with their mission, with their business, where they were going, and we just kind of, I kind of pushed them into the event, and it was so nice to see them. Like on the first day, they were a little small, and then
they opened up.
Boy,
yeah, it's like bam, bam, and they open up and they realize like they get back to your roots of like, why are you doing this? What is it that lights you up about your business and your purpose, your mission, and your vision for that business? And it's so easy to get muddled in like stuck in like the day to day. And just getting away from that a little bit to work on your business instead of in your business is so valuable.
But, I mean, I even though we were the host, I actually had like breakthroughs on my own.
Yeah.
Because in the middle of it all, I could see people were struggling with things, and I'm like, Laura Louise, we should really come up with like something amazing that we can offer these guys that is not like some dumb shelf-held product, but that is a
tactile
actual
that they can work on it. Yeah,
they can really do. And so this was super cool. And I mean, she's really cool. Like she played absolutely full out, and she runs with the whole thing. But we were on day 2 of the event, we suddenly said, you know what, I think we should just create this boot camp. And I don't know who thought about it, whether you or me or whatever, but
we just wanted to figure out what we can put together during a short period of time that is going to really lift, be the big lift that's going to really take the game to a different level.
So we, in the middle of the night, we created this whole friggin' thing, this whole boot camp. Okay. And we even came up with a name for it. We did a URL. We built a full, what do you call that thing? I've been talking about it all day. Funnel. And it was just an amazing, super, super, super nice experience.
Yeah. But I mean, what is like your favorite thing? I see people transform, like they start to reach a place in themselves that they haven't like identified in a long time. It's probably the thing that got them to be entrepreneurs in the first place. But, with the kind of rigors of day-to-day life and day-to-day business, you kind of get, you get overwhelmed and the lines get muddled. And all of a sudden, everyone was really starting to engage in their original vision and remember what they came for. What are they doing this for? Who are they serving? And then all of a sudden, like the light came back into the picture.
Where I saw people light up, right? So this is the framework. If you follow us real quickly, and we'll just like get out of the way briefly, and we'll move ourselves. Okay. So the framework by which we taught this whole thing is that to really attract and convert your clients, you need a very, very good strategy. But it's up there. Okay. So the strategy component is really like your compass and your destination, your GPS, your maps, all of that kind of stuff. The road is the part that you're on and the journey that you and your client are on. But then the other part, I'm going to switch over to that side of the screen so that I can point up to it. So your story, your origin story, where you come from, how you've weaponized your mistakes, your scar tissue, all that kind of
and
stuff.
then your vision story, you know, where you foresee yourself going. What is the vision you have for your business and where you want to take things?
Yeah. And then when you add the third component to that, which is your validation story, right? All three of those together basically become your signature story. And then when you think of it like this, and this is where people's eyes lit up, by the way, this was really, really good. So we taught this framework over the 3 days, right? Because it was strategy plus story plus systems. So the systems, that side, is the vehicle that the engine fits in. And when people saw this and they're like, oh, no wonder I've been struggling. No wonder my systems are not working. No wonder my message is not connecting. No wonder my message is not reaching people. Yeah. So that's when they lit up. But then
remember, we also need the fuel. The fuel is so critical.
Yeah, that's over there by Laura's side.
And figuring out how to get your passion back, how do you get your energy back to build this? You know, being an entrepreneur is not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart. It is really for people who know how to power up, how to bring their best game, how to keep going, have that stamina, have that fortitude, have that vision. And, you know, for that, you really need the fuel.
The fuel.
It's so critical. So it was great. It was a really incredible
like really
3 days. And
I mean, what we did this spontaneous thing at the end where we just asked everybody for, you know, some testimonials, some encouragement. Not really like for us. We weren't looking for it for us, but when we do these things once a year, it's nice to have a little bit of a sizzle reel of what previous people did, and it just
and they made us cry actually because people are being moved and they're reigniting their passion. They're connecting with their initial, you know, mission that maybe they haven't thought about in a long time. So it was really great. And honestly, for me, that in my fulfillment, like I just love seeing people go through this process and just take their entire being, all of their energy, all of their you know, thoughts, their dreams, their visions to the next level. And so it's really a gift and a blessing to us that we get to be in the room and watch this happen for these, you know, great entrepreneurs. So
and
we're really
I mean, one of the comments that was in there is like, where do you guys get this energy? Because I mean, you're literally, I mean, you're running from early morning. I mean, this whole studio thing takes a lot of time, but then you're also building, you know, funnels in the middle of that. You're, you know, the delivery of emails and text messages and serving people and answering people. So right behind Laura Louise, you can see you know, there's a window with the chat going right on this side behind me are all the attendants. So you're muting people, unmuting people, bringing them in different rooms. We have a bar, we have a cafe, we have a speakeasy, all sorts of things. I mean, it's a phenomenal undertaking to put, you know, this many people into multiple Zoom rooms and serve them all at the same time.
But it's great because it makes people feel like they're going through an experience. They're not just on some silly webinar. You know, they're really interactive in the process. They're coming to our speakeasy. They're coming to the bar. They're coming and having, you know, fireside chat, you know, anything like that gives you a real human experience.
The bar American was was a really, really big
our favorite bar.
So no, absolutely nice. I mean, really, really nice. I wanted to say thank you to everybody. And I think we have deserved a nice dinner. I don't think we've had a sit-down meal in like 5 days. But it was really, really amazing. Awesome job. Super nice. And thank you for being with us along the journey.
And if you haven't joined us, think about joining us in the future. We would love to have you and serve you. So thank you.
Super, super nice. Ciao. Bye.